everyone, and welcome to Take Two Radio. Almost said Take Two Radio Music. I'm so used to doing that show now. That's what makes you nuts when you have two shows. I'm Pam, your host, anyway, and I have my good buddy David with me co-hosting tonight. So how you doing, David?
I'm as cold as you are right now, but...
yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, it's getting there. It's supposed to get
down
and
the farmers
below zero today.
Yeah, the Farmer's Almanac was saying that we're supposed to have snow through, off and on through the end of March, and I'm like ready to pull my hair out already. So I think it's enough.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, between the snow and the cold, I don't know which is worse. So anyway, we have a guest tonight who is not stuck in the snow and the cold. Lucky
Thank
him.
God.
But he's an actor, he's a producer, he's a writer, and I know something else about him that he didn't tell us, but I found. So we'll have to talk to him about that. And we are welcoming tonight CAMERON MOIR. And I didn't get to ask you if that's how you say your last name.
Hello, yes. Moya is fine. That's pretty much how it's said. Sometimes I've heard people say moi, and I kind of like that because it sounds a little pretentious. But I do go by CAMERON MOIR.
Moir.
Yeah.
As long as they're calling you, that's all that matters, right?
Right.
Well, we were just discussing the weather prior to going live with the show, and I was just going to say about my friend in England with the floods going on. You're not from that part of England, are you, where it's all flooded?
No, I'm from a little island called Jersey, and for those who don't know, it's a little British island in between England and France, and it's 5 by 8 miles. So we don't really experience flooding there, but who knows with the whole global warming thing.
Oh, that's so true. Gosh,
Yeah.
I could not imagine growing up on an island that small. I mean, what did you do to keep yourself busy?
Well, I'm half Scottish, so my mum would always take me and my family to Scotland. And so I would go to Scotland and London quite a lot, and I kind of fell in love with those cities. I really am very grateful that I grew up on such a small island with just like countryside and beaches, but I've always been a bit of a city boy, really. But I mean, Jersey, I would just used to go to the woods, and it's an interesting place because each beach is very different. So there's rocky beaches and beaches with caves and sandy beaches. Even though it's a small island, there's kind of lots of different places you can explore. So, and I did a lot of acting and other stuff like that. So, yeah.
So is that how you came to want to be into acting, just by having to do things yourself and, imaginary friends and acting and stuff like that? Or are there a lot of people on that island?
Right, there's about, I think it's like 90,000, maybe 60 to 90,000. And it's one good thing about the island is it's quite arts-orientated, as was the school I went to. So I was always doing plays and art department and whatnot. So, yeah, I guess it was an outlet for me. But they have a competition called the Jersey Eisteddfod, where everyone not everyone, actors and performers and whatnot, perform Shakespeare and poetry and monologues, and that's where I started out, and then did some community theatre, and then eventually went on to move to England and whatnot, moved to London.
Oh, Mr. London. Was that a big change for you? But I'm sure you probably visited there quite a few times, I would imagine.
I was kind of ready. I just really wanted to move. I moved to London when I was 17.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that was young.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I'd been auditioning for the acting schools, and I actually ended up doing an art foundation, which was a diploma in all sorts of art, like fashion and, whatnot. So I did that for a year, and then I went on to Cambridge, where I did another 1-year course with RADA, and that's when I performed with Cambridge University ADC and went to the Edinburgh Fringe, and that's when I really started getting into the acting, and I got to perform at these amazing, famous theatres like the ADC Theatre in Cambridge, and do the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, which was just incredible. And then I went to Stella Adler Studio of Acting, and that's when I got my training and actually became a decent actor.
Yeah. I'm sure you were good when you came here.
Yeah.
It's just different, I think. You know, when you learn over there and what you learn here.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And I trained with like the Stanislavski method, and that kind of just really, that's where I found my kind of grounding in acting, so to speak.
Okay, I see. Now, I have to ask you something, because you mentioned about the fashion and that's what I came about when I was researching. I saw a video of you styling clothes. Now, is that something that you were doing professionally, or is that just something that you do as a hobby?
I've always been really interested in fashion, but it's definitely more of a hobby, I would say. I used to do a bit of modeling in New York, and so I was more kind of in the fashion scene. And I have lots of friends in fashion, but I'm not cut out for that. It's it's a very catty kind of world, so, but amazing as well.
Yeah, I've heard that. But you do have a lot of ties, I have to say.
Yeah.
That's what you saw. Okay. I was wondering, you saw my Star Like You video. Yeah, I'm slightly embarrassed by that, only because I say the word like about 50 times in that interview. But yeah, I do like to collect certain pieces of clothing and whatnot, and I'm in LA right now, so I don't have all my clothes, but in New York I kind of have a whole storage space of jackets and shoes and hats and ties. It's quite ridiculous, but fun.
Well, you're worse than me then.
Yeah.
I'm a shoeaholic. I have a ton of shoes, but I haven't yet gotten to that storage space. I do have things, in my bedroom, some things in the basement, and a couple things in the garage, but it hasn't moved further than that yet, so I'm trying not to let it.
Yeah.
Now, I also came across some short videos that you put up on Vimeo. Could you tell us more about them? Are they acting reels for auditions or something?
Yeah, I mean, you've done your detective work on me. I'm actually getting my new acting reel sorted, which is mainly going to be just for casting directors to look at. I think I just put those online so that my agent can, send those to the casting directors and say, hey, look, this is what he looks like on camera, this is what he can do, and the stuff you saw is kind of old now, so I'm about to kind of put out one which is full of new material and better material.
Well, they were good. They were very short, which is what they should be, I'm sure, for, when you give them out for the, the casting directors. But they were very good. You put those together yourself then, right?
Maybe, I think one of them I did myself, and then I think I worked with an editor on another one. But, as an actor, you kind of have to have all those tools, which all add up, your headshots, reel, website, and all that stuff,
Right. Now, do you feel that your forte is comedy or drama or what?
I would have used to say drama, but now I'm kind of I'm falling in love with comedy. But I don't know, I never really, I don't really see myself as funny, but people tell me I am funny, and when I play certain characters, like my web series, Englishman in LA, I don't know, it's just putting characters in certain situations which are going to be awkward and then funny, is what I feel like I'm better at. But I've always gone towards the drama side of things.
Well, you know how much we love An Englishman in LA, so why don't you tell us how this web series came about? I mean, you are hysterically funny in it, and it's straight funny, we're laughing at what's going on to you, around you, and to you, so.
Right. It's good, clean fun. That's what it is.
Right.
Well, the second season might get a little bit more raunchy, but I just want to push a little further. But basically, I came up with it basically because, as we'll probably talk about later, when I did a movie last year called Nonstop, and once I got that, I decided I'm moving to LA. You know, I thought it was time, and I had an agent in New York, and sadly, he was really upset when I was moving to LA, and he dropped me. He just was really displeased that I was moving, and it happens. You know, he and I felt bad, and I was like, we can still work together, but agents are kind of like relationships, and sometimes you can have that long distance, but sometimes you can't. So if they're not bi-coastal and whatnot. So anyway, so I got here in LA, and I had to find an agent and get set up and all these things, but I didn't want to be doing nothing. I had to be acting and whatnot. So I started writing the web series, and it was just kind of inspired by what I would see going on around me in LA. And I was taking meetings with people, and there's like a saying in LA that you never have a bad meeting in LA, you know, because, you know, everyone knows everyone and whatnot. But that's how I kind of came up with it. And I didn't want to, you know, be playing an actor because that's been done. So I wanted to put this kind of very traditional British writer into the mix and see how he would respond to everything.
Well, I really, really hope that 1 million people or more watch it because it's so worth it. I would actually love to see that as a television series. I think that would be hysterical.
And, you know, we have already spoken to some people, and now someone else is interested, but I just try and take everything with a pinch of salt, and I'm always hope for the best. But right now, I'm just really happy to be putting the material out there because it turned out really well, and that's because of my producers, who were David Vendetti and Jennifer Nicole Stang. They were really great producers on the series, and also all the amazing talent that we have. A lot of the actors are my friends, and then we were very lucky to get Ashley Fink from Glee. We sent her the script, and I was, you know, thinking, oh God, her agent's not even going to pass this on to her, but the agent did, and she liked it, and she agreed to do it, and we were really happy to have her because she was hilarious.
Oh my gosh, she was. I was laughing till I had tears coming out of my eyes when she was acting on it, and at first totally in love with you, and then attacking you, and oh my gosh, she was so funny.
Right, and I've already written like a lot more episodes. So she's a reoccurring character, and she is
good.
Kind of basically coming back to stalk Tom, and then I don't want to reveal too much, but it kind of goes full circle that she falls back in love with him again. But there is one episode where they actually end up making out. So that's what I meant. So that's what I meant by it gets a little bit more raunchy in the second season. I want to just kind of go there a little bit more out there and crazy, but lots will be happening, and I'm right now just going to focus on getting the rest of the episodes out, and then hopefully we'll be able to film the second season.
Oh, I'm so looking forward to that. How many episodes are in the first season?
9 episodes, so there'll be one being released tonight, and then we have 3 more to go.
Oh my gosh. I could sit there and watch it, you know, each episode being a half hour or an hour, but I know that's hard for you when you are, you know, having to put out the money for all of this, and I know it's not cheap to do that. And you had a Kickstarter, which unfortunately I found out about after the fact, because I definitely would have contributed to it.
Oh, thank you. That is very sweet. Thank you both. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, there's a chance to go down that road, but what I really like, and it could be a possibility, is getting a brand involved or a private investor. And, you know, I'm just constantly meeting people out in LA and, getting their advice and whatnot and networking. And hopefully once the full season's out and we've got we're working with a few more like press things, we'll be able to go on to make the second season.
Wonderful. Well, are there any other guest stars you can tell us about, or do we have to wait and see?
No. I will happily tell you about Eddie Jemison. He is an amazing actor. I was so fortunate to get him, and the reason I could get him was because of our director. She was friends with him from another film. So basically, Eddie Jemison, he's been in the Ocean's 11 films with Brad Pitt and all them, and he was in this show called Hung on HBO. And he was in that, and he's just really very natural, and I don't know, he just, on set, he just really brought it. So he plays Tom's mentor, so to speak, giving Tom advice and whatnot, but then it all goes horribly wrong, as it does in every episode. So that will be out, I think, next week. But all these characters come back in the second season, and you start to see each one of their agenda. They're all kind of out to kind of get Tom or get what they can from him,
or get with him.
Especially your life
Ashley
coach.
Fink. What'd you say, David?
Especially your life coach. I mean, she was hysterical too. I mean, I couldn't stop laughing at her. And then
yes, I will admit, when I first came to LA, I had a life coach who was this only lasted kind of a week or two, and she was a lovely lady, but I just didn't feel, I felt like I was already kind of making waves and doing what I wanted to do and whatnot, but I have to admit, I also took a little bit of inspiration from that and just made it, amplified it and made it really extreme, because, there are these crazy people who will make you shout out things and whatnot. So she was just an amplified, exaggerated version.
I could just picture it in my head as you're saying it after watching it. My gosh, it's so funny. One of the other things that really made me laugh too was the driving part. Now, with you coming from England here, I mean, is that how you adjusted? Was it hard to adjust to driving on, as we say, the wrong side of the road and the wrong side of the car?
Yes. So, I moved to LA pretty spontaneously. I decided that I was going to come out here and just visit. But I was finishing that film, and I had 2 weeks between that and when I booked my flight. And I learned how to drive in America in 2 weeks, basically. So I took lessons twice a day. And luckily, I passed my test the day before coming out to LA. But when I arrived, I'd never really been on a big freeway, and it was pretty much just like the episode. It was getting dark, and my GPS was just not even working, and I kept getting off one exit and going back on, and it was pretty much life imitating art, or vice versa.
Right.
But I'm a lot better now.
I know,
now I can I can drive around now. LA, fine.
We're happy to hear that. Now, one of my dreams is to go to England, because my friend that lives there, as well as a lot of the bands that I follow, that are her. She's a manager for these indie bands. But I just can't imagine ever getting into a car, so I highly doubt that I'll be renting one when I get there, and just have them maybe drive me around or take a taxi cab.
Yeah.
I would not do it well.
Well, oh my God, London's even crazier, believe it or not, because you've got all these tiny, windy roads, and I've never driven in London. You get the tube, and the tube is really convenient. It's like London has a very good transportation system, getting on the bus and whatnot, just everyone does it, and it's really easy. So, and it's kind of fun as well. So you'll be fine.
That's good to know. Yeah, that's good to know, because she told me, I met up with her and her husband in Florida one year, and he was driving down this really narrow road right next to the ocean, and I was freaking out. And she says, boy, you'll never make it in England because the roads are even smaller and skinnier than that. So well, maybe I'll do a lot of walking. That'll be it. Yeah. Now, also during my research, I found a photo of you at the pre-Grammy party for Trevor Guthrie. That made me wonder, is music one of the things that you're into? I mean, can you sing or play any instruments?
I mean, I used to sing. I've told the story once or twice before. When I was 8 years old, I was desperate to sing so much, and I kept auditioning for my school choir, which was quite hard to get into, and I auditioned about 3 times, and every time I walked in, the music teacher just frowned and looked at me.
No.
He was like, oh, it's him again. But then I've been practicing my little heart out, and I opened my mouth and sang a beautiful song, and he actually said that I had the voice of an angel, and he wasn't joking.
Oh, my gosh.
Something happened where I actually managed to sing, and well. So I did a lot of singing in my youth, but I don't know what really happened, but when my voice broke, my voice of an angel disappeared.
Right.
So I carried on singing at acting school and whatnot, but I didn't pursue that, you know. I think like some actors who can do both musical acting and acting, I commend them so much, because just trying to focus on just acting is, you know, it takes up all of your time. But to do both is great. So of course I love music, all sorts. I have a Sirius radio, so I get to listen to like all 40s music and 50s music, and I love all that. So yeah.
Well, I would imagine we won't be seeing you in any musical plays then, right?
Well, not anytime soon, but maybe in 10 years when I can have some amazing coach and whatnot. So we'll see.
Get in more practice again. You know, you have to use it, otherwise you lose it, as they say.
Yes, yeah.
So tell us about the movie, Nonstop. I know that's with Liam Neeson and Julianne Moore, who I love. I love both of them.
Yeah.
They always are amazing in movies. How did that come about?
Well, that came about just through auditioning. So I had an audition, and that went well for the casting director. She's called Amanda Mackey, and she casts a lot of big films. And then I told my agent I was filming a short film, which was produced by John Amos. And I said, you know, I'm going away for these few days. I'm filming away, like upstate New York. And he was like, okay. And then I had the call back, and it was one of the days I was filming. And I said, you know, I had already committed to this short film. It was a big budget, you know, massive crew. I was one of the lead characters. And my agent was furious. And I said, can you just please see if they'll call me, if they'll just bring me in a day later. Luckily, luckily they did. They saw me a day later, and that was with the producer and the director, Jean-Marc Sarah. And you know, I did my readings for the flight attendant Peter, and then I had to do some improvisation. So the director would throw some things at me, like, I want you to be a little bit more like angry when you're saying the lines and whatnot, so I would just take his direction and do it. And yeah, I booked the role. So that's how that came about.
Wow, congratulations.
Oh,
that's awesome. I can't wait to see the movie,
nice.
Although it has you on edge when you're just watching, you know, the trailer part of it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not a good flyer, and when you see movies like that, it doesn't make it any better.
I know. Well, it was quite strange after filming that, because I've been on a plane for 2 months. Like, you know, of course, I get released to go off set, but there's one part where we're crashing, and I had a wind machine in my face, and I don't know if I'm meant to be saying this, but with debris flying in my face. And then a week later, I'm going back to London, and it was just such a surreal experience going, okay, now I'm on a real plane. And I wasn't scared, but it was very surreal. Yeah.
Mhm. Now, so you've always been a good flyer, I take it.
Pretty good, yeah.
Pretty good.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
That's a good thing since you have to do so much of it.
Yeah.
There are no perfect flights, so we have to grin and bear it, right, Cameron?
Yes, very much so.
Now, how do you think that American television and British TV compare or are different from each other?
British television is actually starting to emulate American television a little bit more, but it's, what it really is down to a lot of times, the style of shooting and whatnot. It's sometimes, even in like the colors and whatnot, that's a bit more dry and not as enhanced, if that makes sense. As well as like the humor is also quite dry, and even the acting can be a little bit more reserved. But because shows are crossing over and there's BBC America and all that, like the lines are being blurred a little now. And so, that would be my only comment about that. It's sometimes I would definitely say England is a bit more reserved in their way of making television.
And I've always heard that, and I guess maybe the shows that I watched from England, I don't know if it's just my sense of humor is broad or what, but I mean, I like watching things like, what's his name? Oh, gosh, I just lost his name. Mr. Bean and the other one that's in the department store. I can't think of the name of it right now, but those are the types that I watch, the ones that they air here, and they are very funny.
Right, yeah, and kind of Ricky Gervais kind of has put England on the map more in terms of comedy, So,
right. Do you get to watch
fan
TV a lot here?
Yeah, I mean, it's actually, and it might sound silly, but it's part of my job. Because I have to watch what is current, and I have to watch what I might be going out for a casting for. So there's obviously too much television to cover all of those, but if I get an audition and I haven't seen the show, I have to really watch that. But I mean, I have a few shows that I like. Yeah.
Which ones are your favorite?
Off the top of my head, I mean, like everyone, I was really enjoying Breaking Bad. So on the comedy side, I really like Amy Poehler, Parks and Recreation. What other shows am I really into? Walking Dead is another one which I've been enjoying. It's long. Game of Thrones, I think that's epic and amazing. I don't know. What about you guys?
Well, I think that's all the popular ones you just mentioned. That if you're, they're on, like if you're on Twitter at 7 p.m. Eastern Time or 8 p.m. Eastern Time, you'll see all the tweets about those specific shows. Right. Me, myself, I'm into comedies, so I watch a lot of comedies, and Channel 2 or CBS, whatever you want to call it, has a lot of the great comedies on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do. I'm just getting into Elementary, and I've always liked the Sherlock Holmes type of thing. And last week is the first time I ever got to see it. I'm one that says, "Oh, I'm going to watch it. I can't wait." And then weeks and weeks will go by, and I'll forget, and then my show's canceled. So after that,
Yeah, that happens a little too often these days.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you with the CBS ones? Do you like the ones like Two Broke Girls and stuff? Is that kind of thing?
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
and the new
Yeah.
one with Robin Williams and The Crazy Ones, that's what it's called.
The Crazy Ones.
And then they're all on that same night as Two Broke Girls. The Big Bang Theory. I'm a little late to that one. I just started actually watching it this year, and now anytime I can catch a rerun, I will watch it because it is beyond funny.
Yeah, you can. That's a really nice, easy watching one just to sit back and enjoy. I haven't seen much of The Crazy Ones, but it's really nice to see Sarah Michelle Gellar in a kind of, I don't know, doing a comedy and moving away from what she's used to, you know?
Definitely. She's one of my favorite actresses as well, and partnering her up with Robin Williams is just icing on the cake.
Yeah.
David, you had a couple of questions. Why don't you go ahead and ask yours?
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Okay. Who or what have been the 4 positive influences in your life?
Okay. First of all, I would definitely say my parents. My mum and my dad have always been so supportive of me. My dad is a preacher, and my mum she's always kept horses and looked after horses and whatnot, so I always helped her with that. But they've always supported me in my choices and my acting, and you know, when I'm down and saying, like I haven't been cast and whatnot, they'll bring me back up. So I couldn't be more thankful for that positive influence. Movies have always just been a really positive influence to me because they're just, in all respects, like they're inspiring. You get to escape in them, and then me now actually moving towards I want to make films as well as act in them. It's kind of become full circle. It's just a really big part of my life. And New York was a really positive influence in my life. It was definitely, I lived there for 7 years, and it was, you know, it was hard at times, but you just meet such amazing people, and there's so much opportunity there, which I wouldn't be in LA if it wasn't for New York. So, yeah, those are a couple of my influences.
Wow, that's a lot. How about what actors or writers inspired your career?
Well, funny enough, I really admired Julianne Moore before I got to work with her, and I still do, so that was kind of a dream come true. Female actresses, Tilda Swinton and Cate Blanchett, are just so powerful in their performances. And then male actors, right now, Ben Whishaw, he's quite a young actor, but he was in a movie called Perfume. He was also in the new Bond film. And he's just a very interesting guy to look at, and his performance, so I find him pretty inspiring, even though he's young. Directors, I've always been inspired by Jean-Luc Godard, Pedro Almodovar. I don't know if I can never say his name properly. Almodovar. So yeah, a lot of directors-wise, like a lot of foreign directors. So yeah, that's kind of about it.
Okay, got a couple more for you, sir.
Yeah.
Other than yourself, who would you cast in the lead of your autobiography?
I would probably now, because I've just said Ben Whishaw, I would probably say him because he is a British actor, and we don't exactly look alike, but I feel like we look somewhat alike in our complexion. But that's tough. That's a really, really hard one. Do they have to be young, or can they be?
No. It's whatever comes closest to mind for you.
Yeah, I'd probably go with him. Otherwise, I'll start probably blanking and not sure who to say.
Okay. Are you ready? And this one I have. What song best describes you?
Ooh, what song best describes me? Oh my God, that's just such a hard question. Can you two tell me yours while I think about it? Because I'm going to need a
All right.
Oh, mine is probably Crazy. I don't know.
Is there a song just called Crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there one
yeah.
Man in the Middle? I think that one describes me.
Man in the Middle. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, for now, I'll say I Feel Fine by the Beatles, but it depends on my mood.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Next week it could be something.
Did you get to watch the Beatles?
I heard about it, but I did not actually see it. But I do want to check it out. I heard that like Pharrell did a great performance and some other people.
Yes, definitely. The best part, though, had to be with Ringo Starr and Paul McCartney singing together, all the old songs. It was wonderful. It was like taking a trip down memory lane. A lot of us were tweeting, oh, that reminds me of my mom, or that reminds me of my dad, or that reminds me of when I was a little girl, and, things like that. It was just so, so nice to see them together again.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Well, I need to check that out online later today.
Yeah, I have a link to some of it. I didn't get to watch all of it online to see if it's the full show, but I can send you the link to what I have, and you can at least see parts of it.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Those were hard questions. Not too hard.
Oh. Well, thank you.
He likes to make you think.
I like to make him. I also like to make Pam think too, though. So.
Me? I don't like to think.
Yeah.
I just do. That's all.
I know.
Well, Cameron, since you've gotten the web series now under your belt, do you think the next thing you'll do is write a movie or a play or a TV show or something? Unless this turns into a TV show.
Possibly. I am writing a feature already with the production company I work with. I mentioned her before, Jennifer Nicole Stang, and their production company is Heart Anchor Productions, and they're just a really great team. And we are writing a feature which is it's a little different it's closer to Non-Stop than it is to Englishman. It's more of an action movie, very inspired by the James Bond films. But we'll be having more, I shouldn't be giving this away, but it's a female James Bond as opposed to a male James Bond.
Oh, cool.
Excellent.
And I will be playing her kind of co-worker and lover. So that is, we've already started writing that, and we want to film it this year. So because they have the production company, obviously it's a little easier that we're working with. Yeah. So and I have been writing a play I've been workshopping this for like 2 years now, and I have to finish it this year and possibly turn that into a screenplay or put it up here in LA. So I'm working on quite a few things, and I'm just got cast in another web series and whatnot. So we'll see what happens.
Oh, I love that you're busy.
Oh, I like that.
Because that makes more for us.
Yep.
Well, I'll definitely keep you updated with everything that's happening, for sure.
Yes, please do. Please do. I will definitely be following your career from now on. I know David will. And I'm trying to remember. I think that somebody had tweeted about an Englishman in LA. I'm trying to remember how I found you, but I'm just very happy that I did.
Thank you, and likewise, and I really appreciate your support, and I'm really glad that I have some fans of the show. We just got a little write-up by BroadwayWorld.com, so that was really cool.
Good.
And yeah, we just want more people to see the show, you know?
Yeah, well, we'll keep pushing it out there, and I'm sure you'll get more and more as time goes, because, you know, one tweet turns into 100 and then 1,000, and there you go. You're famous.
Very much.
Right. You'll be a star on the Walk of Fame pretty soon.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, I have a couple of fun questions for you. Do you have a hidden talent?
Do I have a hidden talent? I'm a pretty good dancer, but not the kind of one type that we were talking about before. Not musical, just kind of crazy dancing. So yeah, hidden. I'm not sure.
Well, we wouldn't know it until you told us, so it was hidden. What was your first car, and what stories would it tell?
Well, my first car is the car that I've got here in LA, because I didn't drive in England because I was on such a small island. But since, well, actually, I need to correct myself. My first car was a rental car, and I embarrassingly kind of destroyed it. And when I took it back to the guy, he had to kind of show me on a piece of paper about 5 or 6 scratches that I'd caused on this poor rental car. But I did have insurance, so it was okay. So I don't know. I had one awful experience where I scratched some lady's car in the Whole Foods parking lot, but she was very nice about it. So. Okay.
Oh, that's good, because sometimes people aren't. You got to watch out for that.
Yeah. And that rental car I took all the way up Big Sur to Marin, to my friend's place, and that was just stunning, driving up the coast.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, that's my little car stories.
Yeah, and we know some of the stories from the web series, and if that was your first car for real, so I didn't realize that.
Pretty much,
so
yeah.
What would 16-year-old Cameron say to Cameron now?
16-year-old Cameron would say something along the lines of, congratulations, you set out to do a lot of what you said you would do, and 16-year-old Cameron was not as wise as this Cameron, so I think he would be impressed, and he would say, well done, okay, is that really what you're doing? Okay, cool.
Well, I don't think there's a lot of wise 16-year-olds out there, so
no,
that's
right.
That goes with it.
Yeah.
Well, for our listeners, I'd like you to follow Cameron on Twitter at Cameron Moir, and it's MOIR, and that's why I wasn't sure how to say that. Also, check out his website at CameronMoire.com. Now, do you have a fan Facebook page, or is it just your personal page? I was looking around for it.
I do. I don't know. It's like weird, maybe not that searchable, but it's Cameron Moir Official.
Okay. That's why I didn't find it.
I believe that's what it is, just Cameron Moir Official. But yes, I'm much more active on the Twitter, so thank you for mentioning that.
Oh, you're very welcome. Well, we want to thank you so much for taking time to join us today. It was a lot of fun speaking with you, and we definitely look forward to anything that you have coming out, and we'll definitely follow the web series.
Thank you. Such a pleasure. And I'll keep you updated with all that's happening.
Yes, please do. You have, believe you have my email address. If not, I can give that to you. And you can always find me on Twitter. That's usually where I am.
Great.
So take care and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you. Great talking to you guys. Have a great week. Bye-bye.
You too.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, you know how I feel about British accents, so it was wonderful hearing him speak. Even though I heard him on the web series, you know, it's different when you talk to somebody on the phone.
It is, and what a lovely gentleman he was.
Yes, definitely. I really do mean it when I say I look forward to more, you know, whatever he gets into, more movies or maybe a television show. It would be nice if he got into one of his favorite shows, you know. I don't think Breaking Bad is on anymore, but the other ones that he mentioned are still on.
Yeah, I think Breaking Bad's in their last couple days.
Oh, I don't know. See, those are ones that I don't watch.
Someone, I don't know. I usually get a hint that someone's saying that, and I don't know where I picked it up from.
Yeah. Probably a tweet somewhere.
A tweet someplace that just sticks across my head.
Right.
That I can't.
Well, I do believe that we have Paul calling in right now, and just for our listeners' sake, Paul is part of the event planning team of Paul and Keith, and they are the ones that put together this Las Vegas fan event with Blake Berris and Jacob Young and Darin Brooks and JEN LILLEY, and I'm missing one, Eric Martsolf. So, hello, Paul.
Hello, Paul.
You with us? Oh.
Well, he's still on hold.
Well, it's spinning on my end. See if you can pick it up.
Let me see. I don't know. Let me see if I can grab my... I don't know. Hello, Paul.
Hello.
There we are.
Oh, there we go.
Hello, Pam and David.
Welcome to the
How are
show,
you?
Paul.
Good.
We're
good.
good.
How are you?
Good. I'm doing well. How are the both of you?
We're having lots of fun. We just had a wonderful guest on, and now we get to talk to you about this Las Vegas event. But before we do that, go ahead.
I said, first of all, before we talk, I was going to have to send you some Florida sunshine.
Oh, please do.
Oh, please do. Please do. It's not fair that we're having all this weather and nobody else is. At least that's how it feels sometimes.
Well, I'm originally from New York, so I can understand.
Oh, there you go. There you go. When did you move to Florida?
1988. I got tired of the snow and wanted some sun.
Yeah, but then you have to do the summers. The summers, oh my gosh. They are so humid there.
The rest of the year makes up for the summer. It's beautiful.
Yes. That's a good way to look at it.
Paul, how did you fare with that ice storm? Did you get hit with that ice storm last week or so?
No, it didn't come down to us. It stopped at Georgia.
It did stop at Georgia?
Yes, it knows better.
Yeah. I think Paul would be standing at the border kicking his butt back. So why don't you give us a little background on you and Keith and how you got together to put these fan events?
Well, we have probably been involved with soap opera capacity in some way or another, probably for about 20 years. We've always been fans. We have gone to many soap opera events, met many actors and actresses, and have always been somewhat involved in one way or another. And we decided one year to go on a soap opera cruise, which Eric Martsolf happened to be on. Funny story is, Eric was not supposed to be on the cruise. He was actually a fill-in. We wound up meeting Eric, and there were a couple people. There were a couple other people that were on the boat that we knew from TV, and we started palling around with Eric, and he started hanging out with us, and we really enjoyed our time, hanging out with him. And I asked him about a fan club, and he said, "Well, I don't have one." And I said, "Do you want one?" He said, "Oh, I don't know. I had one, but it kind of fell apart." And I said, "Well, if you ever want to have one, talk to us, and we'll do something for you." So, long story short, I kept prodding him, And once we got back on dry land, I sent him an email and asked him again, and he said, "You're not going to give up on this, are you?" And I said, "No, I think you should have a fan club. I think you're very important and very, a very good actor, and I would like to represent you." And he said, "Okay, well, let's do this." So 4 years later, we have now been doing Eric's fan club, which is called Everything Eric. We've done it for 4 years. And in the meantime, we've been able to establish a fan club for Blake Berris, Jacob Young, Casey Moss, and John Driscoll.
Wow. Oh. How much work goes into that? I bet a lot.
It is. We charge a $25 annual membership fee, and basically what they get is an autographed 8x10 picture. And during the course of the year, they get birthday cards, they get holiday cards, various newsletters with events that might be coming up for them. I also have some official Facebook pages for each of them that I try and maintain, and we try and get the fans involved in stuff, because I guess the important thing for us is that we're fans to begin with, so we know, being that we went to so many events, we know what people are looking for, we know the kind of experience that we would want as a fan, so that's what we try and bring to them.
Well, why don't you give out the... Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, why don't you give out the Facebook page and the websites for them, for our listeners?
The website is starstruckfanevents.com. That's all one word. On there's actually a link at the end that across the top bar that says fan clubs. All the information is there on the fan clubs. The application is there. We offer PayPal, so it's easier for people to pay right there. And the event on Vegas is on there as well. The Facebook pages, they all have some kind of official word in them, like official Eric Martsolf or Jacob Young official. They all have some kind of official fan club page. So you just have to, I think the easiest way is to search for official and their first name, and you'll wind up finding them. But if you like the page, you can find out more information about the fan club there as well, and you can more than welcome to email us at any time.
And you said that this Las Vegas one is your second event that you put together. What was the first one?
It is. We had, for the longest time, since Eric had been doing his fan club, we really wanted to do an event specific to his fan base. He's got a large fan base. He's been playing Brady Black on Days of Our Lives for a number of years, and I thought it would be nice to get some of his fans to rally around him. He's from Pennsylvania, so he suggested we do an event in Pennsylvania, and I said, okay, that is fine. We can do that. So we wound up this past September. We went to Hershey. We had a wine tasting event one evening, and then the next day we had a sit-down lunch with him, and his family came, and we got to meet his parents and his brother, and it was a really nice event. And yeah. So we are actually tentatively talking about going back again. People have asked. We're just trying to clear a date with his schedule to hopefully go back again in September, because he likes Pennsylvania, and he gets to go home and see Mom, and she likes that. So
of course, yeah.
Oh,
that's doubly good for him. Now,
yes.
What is your favorite soap opera? Is it Days?
It is now. We actually.
Good answer. Good answer.
We actually started long ago. We are big, devoted General Hospital fans, and that's what we've always watched. And it wasn't until we met Eric, and he said, well, do you watch the show? And I said, to be perfectly honest, I don't. I mean, I know of the show, but I don't watch it. And one of the stipulations was, if you're going to be my fan club president, you have to watch Days of Our Lives. And I said, okay.
It makes
that's
sense.
A stipulation.
Oh,
yes. So it's kind of nice. We watched that. Jacob and Darin are both on Bold and the Beautiful. And Jacob we've known for years. He was on All My Children. He was also on General Hospital. So they've kind of all intertwined with each other, and we've maintained friendships. And what's nice is that we're finding out is that they're regular people. They're strikingly handsome and beautiful, but they are so down to earth, and they just are average, normal, everyday people that you just want to spend time with. And that's what we want to do, and that's why we started this whole event planning business, to hopefully give them the opportunity to go out and meet their fans and give the fans some unique experiences, to meet them and spend time with them, because in the end, that's really what they want to do, is if they can get closer to their actors and their actresses and get to spend one-on-one time with them, be it a lunch or an autograph or a picture, that's really what it all comes down to.
Yeah. You said that right, I'm telling you. I mean, even if it's only for 1 minute, you get to say hello. That's like a dream come true, because you know if that fan is at that particular event, that is the one they really want to meet. And
actually,
I've been to a few of them, so David's been to quite a few of them. And we both watch all the soaps, so we're both familiar with All My Children and One Life to Live.
Yeah, actually in September, we had a very special moment at Eric's fan club event. There was a girl there. It was her birthday, and she was autistic. And her birthday present from her family was to go and meet Eric. And it was, it just brought the room to tears, because it was something that, that was her birthday gift, and that's something that she always wanted to do. And when you do things like that and you see that that's the payback, is that someone is, so pleased with with their life and what they and what you're giving to them, it just makes it all worth it.
Exactly. And especially somebody that's a special needs person may not necessarily be able to do on their own. So it's wonderful to give that gift.
Yes, exactly.
Now, what has been your favorite event or favorite memory that you have before you did all this?
I would have to say the cruise experience was probably the best thing. I don't know if you're familiar with Bob Guiney. He was one of the Bachelors.
Yes.
And
I know
he actually put on the cruise. It was called Rock the Soap. They had it for a couple years, and the actors went on there, and we got unlimited time to spend with them. And the actors were everywhere. I mean, wherever you were, there was an actress in the elevator, in the dining room, and it got to the point we were on it for 3 or 4 days, and we would pass them in the hall, and they would know our names, and it was just such a wonderful, comfortable experience that you became friends with them, and you made relationships. And on top of that, there were other people on the boat that were there for the same reason, and the fan base around the soap opera community is very, very tight, and they all, we all follow each other and we all support each other, and that's really, makes it worthwhile.
Definitely. David, do you want to share your experience? Your favorite one?
Or is that hard? One. That's a hard one. When As the World Turns was on, I went, and probably in their last 5-6 years, I went to New York to the As the World Turns fan luncheon, because I don't know if you're familiar with Martha Byrne.
David, we were probably at the same fan luncheon, because we were there too.
Really?
Yes.
I should have mentioned
That's so cool.
Yeah, I was, because I had a crush on her for I don't know how long, still going on, and I miss her. And it was just a thrill for me to meet her for the first time. And I said, well, on my first time, then I said, well, I'm coming back again next year. And I kept doing it, and I think I went from 03 is when I went down. And I think I went from 03 to 06. I think I did about 4 or 5 years in a row. And then the last 2 I didn't go because of, I think it was getting a little more expensive. And then from some typo I couldn't get, so the last 2 years it was on, I didn't go. But I think I went from I think I went from 03, to maybe 07 or 08. One after another.
Let's put it this way: you went for a long time.
I went for a long time, and then recently, last year, I started going to GH luncheons, and we had some come up to Syracuse, in Syracuse, New York. That I went to. That one was I went for Steve Burton because it was his last year. It was his farewell tour, and then I went for Dom Sempronia and Jason Thompson in March, and then I went to see Scott Reeves and Lisa Locicero this past June.
Well, I'm going to cut you off, David, because I do think that we have Jen Lilley on the phone with us. Jen, are you here?
Jen, are you there?
Hi.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good, I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Where are you at? Did you just get off work?
No, I actually had the day off. I had lunch with the lovely Martha Madison, who you all know as Belle from Days.
Yep.
I just caught up on errands and stuff, so I had the day off, but I'm back to work first thing in the morning. That's my karma. First up.
Oh, my God.
How are you guys doing?
It's great to have you with us.
We're doing good.
Well, thanks for having us on, and we're really excited about our Vegas event. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, we have Paul on with us, too, right now. So why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit more about this Vegas event.
Hi, Jan. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing well. How are you? Long time no talk.
Good. Yes, exactly. So basically we are having a come and celebrate St. Patrick's Day Vegas style. It's called Lucky Days. It's March 14th to 16th. We actually are having it at the Downtown Grand Hotel. They've given us an excellent rate of $99. On Friday night from 8 until midnight, we are doing a cocktail party. The first hour will be a 1-hour VIP wine cheese reception, which is limited to 15 people, and the actors will be there to sign autographs and take pictures and spend some extra time with the fans. After that, the cocktail party will continue, which is limited to 50 people. And then on Saturday, from noon to 4, we have a VIP and non-VIP lunch. And the difference with that is VIP lunch, you get to sit with one of the actors. Non-VIP, you still get to meet the actors, but you don't get to sit necessarily at their table, but you'll still be able to meet them. They will go around table to table, take pictures, autographs, et cetera, et cetera. And basically, we've tried to do things as affordable as possible. We know that, with the economy being so tough, we're doing things as we can. You can basically go, if you're on a budget, you can come and just do an autograph session on Saturday, $50 for an hour, and you get to meet everybody and get autographs. Or you could do the whole thing and come to the cocktail party and the reception and the lunch.
And it's going to be awesome. Our group is amazing. It's me and a bunch of hotties. I mean, what more could you ask for?
Yeah,
we're super fun. We will definitely make you laugh. And I give free hugs, so there's that.
Oh, my gosh, that's wonderful. And I was going to almost say, how did you get to be so lucky, Jen? But I think it's the guys that are lucky to have you in the bunch. So that should be a lot of fun.
Fancy fans. I agree. Those boys are the lucky ones. They don't even know yet.
Yeah.
And also people that are interested in going, I am a total nerd for those who don't know. I'm not anything like Teresa, and I've been monitoring the flights, even though I booked mine. Flights are the cheapest they have been today. So check out kayak.com or Travelocity, but there's really good deals to Vegas today. So.
Yeah, it's Tuesdays through Thursday or Tuesday through Friday is when you find the cheapest flights.
Time.
I don't know what it is, but it's a good thing.
It's so true.
Yes.
It's so true.
Yeah.
Now,
Tuesdays
what is it
good.
that you love about doing these things, Jen?
Oh, my gosh, I love the fans. So I'm always shocked when I have fans. I'm mutually as into the fans as fans are into me. So we have a blast. I mean, if you sit at my table, we'll probably become best friends, and hopefully we'll eat dessert together because I love dessert, and we'll bond. We'll be sisters or siblings for life. I love my fans so much. That's what it's about for me. It's about, like, I love raising money for charity and meeting the fans at the same time. I mean, it's such a great twofer. And who doesn't love a twofer?
Yeah.
Plus, have we mentioned that Eric Martsolf, Blake Berris, Jacob Young, and Darin Brooks are coming? If I could whistle, I would. They're so good looking and fun. Hey, ladies.
Well, you you do work with some of them. So, do you know all of the guys? Yeah.
I have. Darin's the only one I have not met. I actually met Jacob 2 years ago. I tested for Bold and the Beautiful, but I was on General Hospital at the time, so I couldn't kind of, do that. But he was delightful, and Eric Martsolf speaks very, very highly of Darin, so I'm sure that it's going to be super fun. But, I mean, me, Martsolf, and Blake are all you need, and then Darin and Jacob are the added bonus. It's going to be a great time. We're going to get crazy. So
I can imagine. I mean, I love to see all of you together, even if you're on different soaps. Then you bring in many fans from the different soaps, and then they end up watching you on yours, if they hadn't seen it yet.
Yeah. And, I mean, I think I tuned in I called right when Paul was saying how tight the daytime community is. But it's so true. I mean, you do all end up, all of us end up getting to know each other, and it's very much a family. I mean, at least for me, I don't think that I don't have any beef with CBS or ABC. I think we're all kind of rooting for each other. So it will be an awesome event. Any fans that are hesitant to meet Blake Berris because he plays Nick, and Nick is a creeper, Blake's pretty much the most fun, most delightful, kindest person you'll ever meet. He's not at all like his character. I'm not at all like Teresa. And it's a lot of fun. I didn't end up with Blake.
God.
Exactly. No, exactly. Otherwise, we're never coming back from Vegas, right? Nick's just going to bomb us all. But I did an event with Blake before, and it was a lot of fun, and that's what we kept hearing, and Blake and I laughed about it so much at night when the events were done. So many people were like, oh, my God, you're, like, nice. And he's like, thank you. But he's great. I mean, he's so much fun. It's such a good group. I mean, I promise you it is money well spent. And, look, it's tax season. We're all going to get a tax return, hopefully. And I know I am. I love April. I hate it and love it, love-hate relationship.
Right.
With tax season. And like I said, flights are cheap. And, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, we're going to hang out the whole time. It's going to be a blast.
And Vegas, I mean, what more can you ask for? It's
right?
Excuse me,
there's so much to do. And it's going to be warm there. That's even the best part.
Yes. It's so true.
Excuse
it's going to be
Pam.
nice and toasty.
Yes, Paul?
Apparently, I just got a text, and Blake said he is on hold.
Blake,
I don't see the area code. I don't see the area code that you gave me. What area code is he calling from?
I don't know. He said he can hear the whole interview, but he's just listening to the interview.
I bet it. Okay, here's the numbers. It's going to be an 818, a 310.
Oh,
626.
I'm sorry. It's
210.
I'm sorry. It's Jacob. It's 201.
201.
Okay. What?
I got.
All right.
201.
210.
There's a lot of 201. So could you DM me what the phone number, the first three numbers are, Paul, please?
Hi, Jacob, who can't hear me. This is JEN Lilly. We meet again. Except on the phone.
Hi, Jacob, who can't hear me.
Yeah, I mean, because I don't want to pick up the wrong call. There's a lot of calls on hold, so
Yes.
if it gives me the first three numbers, at least that would help.
That would be so awkward, though, if you buzz the wrong person in and be like, hey, join the party for a second. How Vegas is going to be. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Hey, Jen, while I'm looking
many...
for this, why don't you tell them about the Valentine's Day special we're doing?
Ooh.
Oh, yes,
my goodness. Oh, Lord. I don't know all the details of Valentine's special. I'm behind, Paul. We're always having specials because Paul and Keith are amazing. Let me look it up. Let me look up the exact details.
It was all your idea too. Remember, if you saw your ticket.
It was my idea, and I delegated it and I let go like a good responsible person. And now I don't know all the details, but trying to look them up. It's going to be awesome. We're having lots of competitions. Basically, I think, are you talking about if you buy your ticket by Valentine's with a photo shoot?
That's the
that whole thing? Oh, good. Yeah, that was my idea. Okay, good. All right. So anybody who went to Vegas, who went to Chicago or Atlanta event, you've done this before. You've seen this maybe. So what we did, it's awesome. I can post some examples on my Twitter. But we basically, whoever buys their tickets by February 14th, which is Valentine's Day, which is Friday, men, if you have a sweetheart, you better get on it. You are eligible we will have like a raffle drawing for somebody to get a free VIP photo shoot with the 5 of us. It's a lot of fun. I basically take over and boss people around, which is lots of fun. And we do lots of crazy shoots. I mean, we had a pyramid. We did this one. I mean, it's like 20 photos or whatever you want with the 5 of us. So we had some guy, we did a pyramid, and I was on top because I'm the tiniest. And then I carried a dude, which was pretty impressive because he was like twice my size. We did floor shots. I don't know. It's like whatever goofy photos, jumping shots, whatever goofy photos you want. With the 5 of us, you get a VIP experience if you buy your ticket by the 14th. That also includes anybody who's previously already bought your ticket. You are also in the drawing. So we're including you in that. And it's going to be the best photos of your life, seriously. I mean, when else are you going to get a photo shoot with the 5 of us? Did we get Jacob through?
For real. For real.
Yeah.
And let's see what Jacob has to say about that, because he's now online.
Am I on the conversation now?
You are on the conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Welcome, Jacob.
Oh, no. No, it was so bizarre. I've been sitting and listening to the whole thing. I'm going, oh, what's going on? I have no idea, but we figured it out, I guess. Good deal.
How are you?
No,
well, welcome.
I definitely do have to just say, Jen, we are, all the guys are the lucky ones. We are very lucky to be there with you.
Thank you.
So, yeah,
thank you.
No doubt. This is going to be a good time. Everybody's looking forward to it. And, these kind of events always work out the best because everybody gets that one-on-one time. Everybody gets that chance to feel special and get to meet the people that they love. And it really, it's a different situation than other autograph signings that other people have, may have tended before something like this. It's much more intimate.
Yes, ours is extremely intimate. We will not necessarily be making out with you intimate, but it's going to be a good time. You're going to get to know all of us. Like I said before, and Jacob put it so eloquently. We're a great group.
How much are those VP tickets going for?
Hello?
Yeah, maybe we'll throw in a little make-out sesh.
All I heard was make-out
Hey, heads up, guys. I got Blake on the phone now, too.
Hey, Blake.
All right. Welcome to the party.
Hey, Blake.
Thank you. How's it going?
It's going well. I was telling people how awesome and not creepy you are.
Sign me up.
Blake, I have to say, Jen forewarned everybody that all the fans that do attend this event will be meeting Blake Berris and not Nick from Days. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, I guess it depends on if I take my medication, but hopefully that's all.
Oh, no.
Don't worry, guys. I'll make sure he's good and juiced out.
Oh my God! Who's
so
bunking with Blake? They better make sure he has his meds.
Yeah, exactly.
We're all staying in separate rooms like responsible adults. But I will take on the. I like to mother people.
Yeah.
But Blake doesn't take meds.
Things go. What happened? You know what they say about Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Who knows what'll happen? Guys, this is Lucky Days weekend. I mean, you could get lucky.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll never know. Oh, God. Like Jacob said, how much are the VIP tickets?
Yes. How much are they?
How much are tickets?
Well, no, I mean,
No, we're teasing.
Anything's for sale for the right price.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Lord.
Those are the real VIP tickets.
Yeah, those are
exactly.
those are the ones that you can't get on the website.
Right.
Oh my goodness gracious! It's gonna be a good time.
We're gonna make good
I
on
can
that
tell.
Daft Punk song.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, all of you guys together, it's going to be a blast. I envy every single person that gets to go to the event. And Paul is gracious enough, and I should probably include Keith in there as well, to give away a pair of tickets to go see all of you at the event. How awesome is that?
Nice.
Very exciting.
Absolutely. We should,
they can figure out
it will be a party. It is not to be missed. We will throw quite a party in Vegas.
We will, yes.
Yeah,
well,
it'll be a
party.
good time. Everybody, it's not going to be the standard, meet and greet. It's going to be, it's Las Vegas.
Wild.
A little more relaxed.
Wild.
And,
just say it.
Yeah. It's wild.
And just remember, everybody's getting your tax money back, so just bring it to Vegas. We'll multiply it. We'll play, like, blackjack and, ruin them. We'll make lots of money, have fun. It's going to be the best time ever, guys. And we want to meet all of you. I mean, I know we're all really excited to meet fans, whether we're seeing you again, which we love, or if we're meeting you for the first time. I get super excited when I meet the fans. If anybody's ever heard me do a radio show, I know you guys by voice. I'm such a creeper. I really love the fans. So I'm really hoping that I get to meet everybody. And
Ben is a creeper. Total creeper.
I'm totally a creeper. Yeah. So
you are too funny, Jen.
You're too funny.
Thanks.
I wish I lived out there and I would come hang with you because you definitely sound like a lot of fun.
We would have pie.
Even if you are a creeper.
Pie. No, I'm not really a creeper, but I do love food.
What kind of pie are we doing this time?
Okay, not rhubarb, though I did love that. Whatever you want, I'll make you a pie, baby. I'll make you a pie.
Are you guys busy?
What's that?
Oh.
I said, how was everybody? Did everybody have hectic days, or maybe they want to hear about our days a little bit. If anybody was or last week, or it's been crazy, or what's happening, what's new?
Oh.
What do you guys think? I literally, I came from the show today, and I literally just walked through the door. I managed to get here right on time to make the call, so I'm glad I was able to get online with everybody and pump this up because it's really going to be a good time. And we do work a lot, and we love to meet the people that are keeping us on air. It's worth it. It's worth all that effort that we put in every day.
Yeah, 100%.
It makes it exciting.
100%.
Yeah.
Is that Jacob? Are you Jacob?
Yeah, it's Jacob.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Jacob. Blake.
What's up?
Oh my God.
Well,
yeah,
I do have to say that we follow you.
We're meeting each other with quotes for the first time.
Yeah,
Yep,
we should all follow each other on Twitter. Any listeners should follow us on Twitter. Twitter is the only place that you get excited when a stranger follows you.
Isn't that the truth?
That's
so why
true.
not?
Twitter is the only place I
Go
get
meet that
excited about
person.
anything.
Now, I have to say that, Jen, you were on General Hospital. We followed you to Days. And Jacob, you were B&B. You were All My Children. Now you're back on B&B. So thank you guys for, continuing to work so we can follow you everywhere.
Yeah. And Eric Martsolf was on Passions. We got the whole run of the gamut.
We got the gamut.
There's nothing more rewarding, I think, for us as actors to be able to do a new play every single day. And that's basically what we're doing, and it's great. It's thrilling. There's no other medium like it. And there's other shows that have fallen off over the years. I guess it was meant to be, but the shows that are around, the shows that are remaining, you, the fans, are showing us just how much you appreciate us, and the ratings are showing that there still is a market for daytime soaps, and we're here to rejuvenate that and make that and
show how much we appreciate that. Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Basically, this is an
we're
event
just
for
happy
us
that we
because
have
we're
some
obsessed
left
with
to
the
watch.
fans.
Yeah.
And the writing's getting so good on all of them, right?
Yes, they
I feel
are.
like
Oh my God.
everybody's been
Yeah.
upping their game. I mean, it's incredible. I'm addicted to the scripts.
Yeah,
I audibly
it's
gasp
amazing
pretty
when
much
Baxter
every
pushes
time I
against
finish
the
one.
walls.
I'm sorry, what?
No, it's awesome. That's awesome. When people's backs are pushed against the walls, you know, a different thing happens, and that rejuvenation of story and making it more interesting, and where you're always turning the page. I think that's we're all very blessed, and it's great, and let's celebrate. Let's celebrate that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You got
Definitely.
it.
Yes,
You got
definitely.
it.
Let's go to
and like
Vegas.
you said, there's
Yeah. Celebrate daytime in Vegas. It's seriously.
And while
you're gonna walk
there,
away and
don't
you're gonna be like,
forget
that was the best event of my life.
A lethal combination. It's a lethal combination.
It really,
will get
yeah.
arrested.
No, I will not. I
People
will.
might get arrested.
I will never. I will not be around when somebody gets arrested.
I
Well,
hope
since I have
not.
to-
Nobody
since I have
gets arrested. It's only fun. That's it.
No, exactly. It's just it'll be fun.
Since I have the three of you here, I just would like to tell you publicly that I am humbled and honored that you are joining us to do this event. We are so excited.
Thank you so
Oh.
much for having us.
I know. Thank you. I got excited. It's going to be a good trip for me.
I haven't been to Vegas in I don't know, man, 5 years, I think.
Right? I haven't been in 5 years either, Blake. Oh, it's going to be a good
Yeah.
time.
Yes,
Well, why don't we
indeed.
go ahead and give the pair of tickets away? And to which number did you want to go with, Paul?
I say lucky 7.
Phenomenal.
Lucky
I love it.
7.
Lucky
Okay,
number 7.
here we go. I hope lucky number 7 has their flight ready. It's area code 201, and the first 3 numbers of your phone number is 866. You're live on the air, and you're a winner.
Hello.
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 Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
I don't think
Hello.
we're
Are you
live on
there?
the air. Let's try the next one down. Who's
Hello.
the next
Well,
person?
okay.
Wait, we got somebody.
Wait, is this real? Really?
Yeah.
Are you
Oh,
on?
there you are. Yeah.
Oh,
You're
you're
on.
live.
Hi, you
Who is it?
calling from New Jersey?
What?
Where are you from? New Jersey?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool because I have a 201 area code, so I recognize. So cool. Well, congratulations! You just won a ticket.
Oh my God.
Who is this? I'm so excited to meet you already.
My name's Kaylee.
Hi,
Really?
Kaylee.
What's your Twitter handle?
I actually just followed you.
You did? All right, I'm gonna
Yeah.
find you right now. Okay. Like how recently?
Like.
Oh, I
5
see you.
minutes ago.
I found you. Woohoo! Okay. Awesome. Like I said, I'm a little bit of a stalker. I love the fans.
No, it's alright.
Yay!
So congratulations.
Well, awesome.
Do you have your bag packed? Are you ready to go? What are you doing?
Gotta talk to my mom.
You gotta
What's
go tell
that?
your mom.
Yeah.
How old are you?
16.
16.
Wow.
Well, you should come out.
Oh,
That's
you
awesome.
like it then.
Well, hopefully, Mom will give you permission and she'll come with you and you can come out there with us.
Does your mom
still
watch
there?
the soaps? I mean, does she know who everybody is?
Wait, what?
Does your mom watch the
one
soaps?
of the soaps?
No, she doesn't actually. I told her I was gonna call and she told me I had no shot at winning, so.
Oh, really?
Oh, boy.
Oh, snap.
Oh my gosh! Now,
Well, then I
did
think that's perfect. That's perfect then. She has to go now because she didn't think you were going to win, and you won. So now you got all the you can throw that back in her face. Say, hey, we're going.
Yeah,
What?
and tell your mom she's welcome too. We love moms.
Of course.
Yeah.
We're so excited to meet you, Kaylee. It's going to be so much fun.
I'm like shaking.
Now, is the actual event
speechless.
is the actual event in a casino?
Mhm.
Well, the Downtown Grand is the hotel,
right?
but we're having a it's going to be in a meeting room.
Okay, then that should be fine. You know, with her being 16.
It's not going to be on the casino floor. It won't be on the casino floor. Nothing like that.
Right.
No.
Right. Yeah, so she'll be fine.
Yeah.
She'll be fine. We'll take care of her. It'll be awesome.
But if you want to throw some money in a machine, you know, everybody will look the other way.
God.
Exactly. None of us are cops. We just play cops on TV.
I just put my earmuffs on.
Now you can see what you're in for. That'll be good.
We will not get you into any
trouble
at all, Kaylee. We will not get you into any trouble at all.
Okay, good.
Very trustworthy people. Very trustworthy.
Oh, God, you sound so creepy.
No, I'm not going to say anything here.
Oh, my goodness.
Be sure to get your information over to Paul. He's on Twitter at Soap Fan Club Prez, and it's Prez, so that way he can hook you up with the tickets.
Okay. I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to do. Hold on.
Well, they have your phone number, so we'll make sure you get what you won.
Okay.
What you deserve.
What you deserve.
Well, we want to thank you for calling in, and we're very excited for you to go to Vegas and be involved with this fan club event and meet everybody. And I'd absolutely love that if you could take some pictures and maybe write a little blog about it, and I'd be happy to put it on our website so you can share it with all the rest of the fans that couldn't go.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very cool.
I have your phone number written down too, and Paul, I'll give that to you in a private message.
Okay. Yeah, and then Kaylee, I'll call you and give you the information that you need for the tickets.
Okay.
Congratulations. Thanks for calling in.
Cool.
Nice to meet you, Kaylee. Can't wait to meet you in person.
Me either.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Kaylee. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you for answering.
So sweet.
That was cute. I mean, I love that her mom said that, so now she gets to go, and I'm sure she's screaming off the phone right now, I won, I told you, Mom.
I know, that's what I was like, the argument that you never, ever hear the end of.
The mom is like, oh, God, now I got to fly her to Vegas.
Yeah. Well, if her mom doesn't want to go with her, I'll take one of the tickets and I'll go. I'll be her mom.
Exactly.
That's it, Pam. Go to Vegas.
I'm sure she won't have trouble finding a chaperone.
Definitely. Well, I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me tonight. It's a lot of fun, and I'm going to try to get there, but I don't know if I'll be able to. But I can't wait to hear about it, and any of the listeners out there that go to the event, if you want to send us pictures, we have a fan page on our website, take2radio.com with the number 2, and we'll be happy to put that up.
Thanks so much.
Awesome. Thanks for having us.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
You're very welcome. And Jen, Blake, and Jacob would love to have you sometime in the near future for your own show and a nice little chat if you have time.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I'm down.
All right.
We'll eat drink hot chocolate respectively on each side of the line when I do mine, okay?
You got it.
We'll have hot chocolate on the air.
All right, guys.
All right.
Thanks so much.
Bye.
All right, bye. All right,
bye.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Wow. Paul, you still with us?
I'm here still.
Oh, my gosh. That was wonderful. That girl, I bet she is jumping up and down. I can imagine how excited. I'm surprised she kept her composure on the phone call itself. Maybe she was just so much in shock, you know.
Yeah, she probably was wondering if it was real or not.
Right? It's definitely real.
Yeah.
Well, you can see why I picked those people to have this event with, because they are just we're going to have a really good time with them.
They are.
Yeah.
And Paul, I gotta tell you, I met Jen before. I did, and she was such a sweetheart.
Yes,
when I met her this summer.
Well, they had a small days event here for a book signing for their, recent book that they had. And I'm trying to remember exactly. I want to say Blake was here. I know there was like four of them. Galen Gearing was here. Rochelle,
Red.
yeah.
Freddie.
Oh, Freddie.
And
I don't know. But anyway, I didn't really get to meet them. I was kind of upset about that, but I know those things happen. They had it in a very small bookstore, and they were basically, shoving you right through. So I didn't get to meet anybody. But I did get my book signed, so that was a good thing, and I got a couple pictures. So I definitely want to go to more events if I can. And if you guys have them in the summertime, try to hit Chicago.
Oh.
Okay.
And Paul?
Yeah, actually, we went to the book signing in the Carolinas.
Did you?
Yeah, when they went on the tour, we met. It was there was hardly anybody there, which was great for us because we got to spend time with them.
Got lucky.
It was Drake Hogestyn, Suzanne Rogers, Camilla Bannis, and Lauren Koslow.
Oh, that was wonderful.
And there was maybe 20, 25 people, and they took group photos with people, and it was very, very relaxed. It was very, very nice.
Okay. Now I'm jealous. That's not fair.
Well, apparently, I think the big group that they had was at the Mall of the Americas, and they said that the mall was out of control. There were so many people there.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that could be dangerous when you hold it in a mall like that too, because so many more people can show up for it, and everybody wants to get up there to see them and get their book signed, and it can get out of control. Although I've been lucky and have been to some mall events with Bob Guinea, as a matter of fact, and also why can't I think of names right now? He plays Liam on Bold and the Beautiful.
Scott Clifton.
Scott Clifton.
Thank you. Yeah, him, and also, oh my gosh, where's my mind? General Hospital, Robin's husband.
Oh, Jason Thompson?
Yes, those three. We went to a mall to see them. They were having a small event there, and it was wonderful. It was nice. Everybody was calm and took their turns and listened to everybody talk, and we took photos, and my daughter fell in love with Scott Clifton at that time, and she was probably, I don't even know, like maybe 12 or 13, and she's like 22 now, and she took a picture of Scott's rear end. So if I show it to her, I'll say, okay, who is this? Do you remember this? She's like, oh, yeah, I remember who he is. That's that hottie. That was a lot of fun. So, yeah, it can work either way, but most of the time I think fans are pretty respectable and considerate of other fans and the actors that take the time out of their busy schedules to do these events.
I know it. And the thing is, those mall appearances, they look like they're sort of obsolete because I'm trying to remember way back when As the World Turns was still going, I remember my brother and I wanted to do it for my mom, wanted to take her down to the mall, and because Sean Christian was going to be there, and he was having
that's somebody I want to meet too.
Yeah, that's when he was in his younger days, and my mother just liked him a lot, and as much as I did. I mean, I liked everybody, Paul. I'm one of those people. So I wanted to take her down, and she wouldn't get in line.
Yeah, we actually met Sean. We actually met Sean Christian and Ari Zucker, and they are very, very sweet people.
I bet.
Oh. Yeah, Sean was supposed to be at the Days event, but he couldn't make it. Plans changed like last minute. So we didn't get to meet him.
Yeah, they're actually going to be here.
Oh, well.
They're actually coming to Florida in 2 weeks. Jacob is attending as well. There's an event going on in Indian Rocks Beach that they're going to be at.
Oh, wow.
Well, you live in the right place. Between you and David living in New York and in Florida, you get a lot of these events and a lot of the actors that like to go there. And I know some do come here. It's just not as often. And California, of course, there's always tons of them.
Yeah. California, There's tons of them.
So, well, I want to thank you, Paul, for joining us tonight. And we had a very, very wonderful time. I thank you so much for having them call in as well.
Thank you
so
very much for having us. It was great. It was awesome. Exceeded my expectations.
Oh, thank you. And your nerves went away when she started talking, right?
Yeah, they did.
I told you, we're real laid back. It's real easy to talk to everybody. It's just like when David and I have an interview to do with somebody that we love and adore, like any of the three actors that were on tonight. You get nervous before you get on that interview, but once you start talking, as you said, Paul, they're very down to earth and very nice people, and you just talk to them like you're talking to a friend.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, anyway, we'll go ahead and keep tweeting it out. How long are tickets on sale for?
Tickets will be on sale until there are no more. We will sell them at the door if need be. If you can make your way to Vegas, we would love to have you. Again, the website is starstruckfanevents.com. All the ticketing information is there. If you have any questions for Keith or myself, our email is starstruckfans2@AOL.com, and we'll be more than happy to help you. And congratulations again to Kaylee. I'm looking forward to meeting her and her mom.
Definitely.
And anybody else who wants to come to Vegas, please come out and support the actors, support the charities. They're doing good work for a lot of people, and we would love to have you all.
Wonderful. I love when I hear about charities, too. It's so great when you can give back like that. And the actor is not, the best person is the best person to do that because they have so many fans and they make a difference in the world.
Absolutely.
I agree.
All right, we'll let you go, Paul, and keep in touch. I will message you that information, and you take care of yourself, and we'll keep tweeting it out.
Yes.
Thanks again for joining us.
You do the same, and if you guys can get to Vegas, please let us know, and we'll get you into the event.
Oh, thank you. I will do that.
Okay, you both have a nice night. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, David, you can imagine how much I want to go to that event.
Me too.
I mean, it's going to be amazing with all of the actors. They're so much fun. And JEN Lilly, you've met her. But I've heard from others, too, how nice she is and how much fun she is. So one of these days I'd love to meet her if I don't get to Vegas.
And she is right. You will get a hug because I got a hug.
Yeah. I love that.
She does. She hugged everybody she gave everybody a hug at GH this summer, and that went up to meet her.
Aww.
She did.
Aww,
the first thing
is so sweet.
She just go, come over here. She says, I come in because I was shy, remember? And she says, come over here. And she gave me a hug, and then she told me to stop shaking. You remember? I told you that because my hand was shaking.
That's funny. They make you feel comfortable.
Yeah, it did. It did. I was nervous because I was in California and all by myself, at that time. And, it was a strange place for me, and I didn't know anybody. Not that, I've been to New York 5 years in a row and did it, but this is California, and it's more out of my element than usual. And I couldn't reach my family was out on a Hollywood tour, and they dropped me off. So,
see you later, David. Maybe we'll come get you. Maybe we won't.
Yep. So
that's funny.
That's how we plan that.
Yeah.
So I go to
cool.
GH, and they went on Mulholland and
their little
Beverly
tour.
Hills. Yeah, their little tour.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome that you got to do that. And for our listeners, be sure to join us on February 17th. We have Sharon Farrell, who used to be Nina's mom on The Young and the Restless. And let me tell you, she's a spitfire. You're going to enjoy the show so much. She talks about everything that you can possibly imagine besides her career. She's wonderful. She's funny. She's just, oh, my gosh, I'm so looking forward to this interview. I called her to set it up, and we spoke on the phone for probably, 2 hours, David?
About. I told her to tell her to call the studio because I want to talk to her.
It was so much fun. But that's Monday, February 17th, and that'll be at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to go ahead and put the information on the website, take2radio.com. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Take2Radio and David at Take2Radio Crew, and that also includes Sabina, too. She'll be doing a couple interviews with me this month or possibly next month. I know definitely one for this month. And follow us on Blog Talk. They'll send you an email each and every time we have a show scheduled. And what else? You can listen to the previous podcasts on iTunes as well as on the website. I post them after each interview. Mm-hmm. And that's about it that I can think of. I want to thank everybody who called in. I want to thank Paul again for setting this up, and I wish him the best of luck, Paul and Keith both, with their future endeavors of setting up events, because I know that's not easy and I know it's a lot of work, so kudos to you guys. And thank you to our listeners, and thank you, David, for joining me. Also, thank you to our guest that we had on previous, which was Cameron Moir. Yes. Be sure to follow him on Twitter at Cameron Moir, and again, his last name is spelled M-O-I-R. You can follow Paul and Keith at Soap Fan Club Prez, and that's P-R-E-Z. Follow Jacob Young at Jacob_W_Young. Follow Blake Berris at Blake Berris, and follow Jen Lilly at Jen_Lilly with all the L's, so it's L-I-L-L-E-Y. Follow Darin Brooks at THEE, Darin Brooks, and he only has one R in his first name, D-A-R-I-N. And follow at Eric Martsolf. I believe I covered everybody, right?
I think so.
Okay, good. It's hard to remember sometimes when you're doing a bunch of them like that.
It's hard.
Yes, definitely. And don't forget to buy your tickets for the Las Vegas event. Go to the website, which is starstruckfanevents.com. And, again, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and tweet to Paul and Keith at Soap Fan Club Prez. Is that what I just said? Oh, my gosh, here I go again. Yes, Soap Fan Club Prez. Usually I'm not this dingy, but there's a lot to remember tonight. So, thanks, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your night. If you're in the cold area, the wintry area, be careful, be safe. We want you back again to listen next time, which will be on February 17th with Sharon Farrell. Take care, everybody, and have a good night. Good night, David.
Good night, Pam. Good night, everyone. Stay warm. Bye-bye.